Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're back in War Thunder and I thought I would do a live commentary of a match that I've had earlier, which has been basically covering a lot of the matches that I've had recently. Not, how well I do, but just what seems to be the general trend. And it is an unfortunate thing in War Thunder, but it is the thing that you have to consider in every single team game. What happens is, it doesn't really matter how well as an individual you can do. Well, not really the majority of the time, but at least 50, maybe 45% of the time, even if you do just crazy well in the match, then what's going to happen is, you're going to have some kind of influence. But if the rest of your team don't do anything, or if the rest of your team are really struggling, then there's not really a lot you can do. I'll turn off the markers since this is a realistic battle. So we're in the Jumbo, the 75. I've been using this almost exclusively to do the tasks. I think it's the strongest tank to use, while also trying to dodge that 6-7 place where I just don't want to go right now. I really don't feel like fighting premiums. I just want to play the Jumbo and maybe the T-34s. But the only real thing that the Jumbo struggles against is KV-1s, because the armor itself is kind of thick on the KV-1, and even though you have APCR on the Jumbo, sometimes you can run into issues that that you aren't able to pen the KVs even by the side. So something that is also, I'll just pause it here. Something that I always look at when going through replays is impact. Now, this generally can't just get, covered just by the amount of kills that you can get. You could get 20 kills and have no impact on the game, because if those 20 kills are AA trucks, then, or maybe the odd plane and AA trucks, generally you're not really going to do a lot for your team, at least on the ground when you're in a tank. You have to kind of rely on your teammates to be able to cover. By the way, how does that not penetrate? We have an APC-BC shell. Hits the side around here of an SU-122. I suppose if it was a bit lower it penetrated, maybe it bounced off the angle. But impact kills are incredibly important. So impact kills would be killing the highest BR things on the enemy team. It would be killing enemy players which are doing well. It would be killing players in certain positions. It may even be holding back certain players so your team can move around them. So instead of just how many kills you get, something that I look at quite a lot is not just that, but how many impact kills. You know, obviously it's my description of what an impact kill is, but generally that's what I look at. So in this game, by the end, I have 14 kills, and then 15 if you count the one after the bell. But we have to look at how many impact kills I actually get, because that's the metric that we must go on. Because otherwise, you know, you could just farm a ton of really terrible machines in ground forces. You could wait like 10 minutes in the spawn and then just wait for people to push forward. So here we have an impact kill. This is a KV-1. The KV-1 is pushed forward. There's nobody really in the center because our whole team has decided to flank to the left for some reason. So the KV, if we don't kill him now, he has pretty much a straight path to way apart from a medium tank. And that medium tank is... Where is he? Can we not see him? Do we have to go and have a look? Here we go. Where are you? Sorry about the child. It's a 75 Sherman, right? So that 75 Sherman is not going to be able to stop that KV. So it is up to us to be able to stop it. So therefore this is a very high impact kill. And therefore if I can get the kill off, then, you know, it's great work. So we pen it through the side with an APCR round, as you saw there. And that's the only real way you can pen this thing. And now I've set it on fire twice, knowing that I can go up to him And then I get shot. Now I want to see where I got shot from, because I got shot in the arse, right? And I did have a look around, but I never saw anything. I'm guessing the shot came from over here. Maybe this little smoke cloud over here, as you can see. Or maybe it was that ASU that I didn't kill. But he damaged the back of my engine here. Whatever that block is. Maybe a fuel tank or something. But that was kind of an interesting thing. But we're pushing forward anyway. I mean, even if he took out our engine, we would still try and push forward. Trying to get into this gully because I was obviously out in the open. And the KV-1 is sat around here. As you can see, half of the people who have decided to go left have just died because in true American team fashion, they've been way over-aggressive without any support from any of the flanks. So what has happened here is, well, we'll just wait for this to go away. First of all, the KV's just not having a good day. He's been set on fire 3 times, he has no engine. I've taken away his horizontal and now he's dead. But at this time, we had a bunch of tanks over here. Now, what happened was the enemy was just sat here. It was why I wanted to get out of this position, because this position can easily get shot from over here. And as you can see, well, my team has just been slowly but surely getting annihilated over the time, which is very sad, and unfortunately happens quite a lot in realistic, and there's not really a lot you can do about it. Get shot in the side of the turret, I'm guessing it's another ASU. There is an event going on right now for the ASU 57 and 85. If you want to see what it is, go and look in your achievements tab. Basically, if you do certain things such as ground kills and captures, then what happens is you get a decal, and the decal is pretty cool. For me personally, I'm much more focused on the challenges at hand, and therefore I will not be using an inferior vehicle, to be honest. So this is an SU-122. Now the SU-122 against the Jumbo, is it really a high impact kill? I mean, what is an SU-122 generally going to be able to do against my team? I mean, it may be able to get 1 kill, it may be able to get 2 kills, so I don't really see it as an impact kill. I mean, he seems to be firing heat. We've just taken out his driver and gunner with APCR. Obviously can't go through his front without APCR. One good thing about the Jumbo is the fact it does have that APCR. One of the big things I recommend about it is the fact that it has that. But I wouldn't really class that as an impact kill. So 1 out of 2 kills, we have 1 impact kill. And what we've been able to do is free up the center of the map. Now, I get shot by a 29k here, which is kind of funny. Actually shoots straight through the gunner on the 29k, but he does take out my track. Now at this moment in time, look at the left flank. Everybody's just died, apart from, I'm guessing, some Jumbos. And some of them have respawned in, others have got in aircraft, but some have just respawned in and are just kind of sat around waiting for people to push them. Nobody's coming to support me apart from an AA truck, which isn't very useful. At least the heavy tanks are pushing across. It looks like they are Jumbos. And they're slowly but surely finding out that all the enemies around here have been what's been killing them. So what we have to do is push through. We have to push through to a position like this, try and take out all the tank destroyers and stuff, and hopefully the Jumbos are able to kill that heavy tank which is just sat there. I'm guessing they're just trading shots right now, which isn't great for the Jumbos because it means all the tank destroyers around here know exactly where they are. Whereas on our side, well, we don't really have a lot of people helping out. So now it's time to go after that 29k. Now I thought he might have been behind that rock. Always check behind every rock, especially when you're in the Jumbo. You still can get penned through the side, even though I bounced 2 shots off the side in this video. It does happen on occasion, especially against something like a 29k. So we know he's here because of the smoke, and he's shooting at those Jumbos over there. He can actually pen them frontally if he hits the machine gun ports, but it is quite a rough shot, and we do take him out with the machine gun. Now there's a T-34 up there. Take a shot, take him out. So let's talk about impact kills once again. Was this an impact kill? Yes, I would say it was. We'll just roll it forward. Because the 29k was in a position to shoot the jumbos over there that we can see. Oh, well, sorry, the M6A1 and the jumbo. And he was also in a position to shoot me. He was also out of a position, so the Sherman really couldn't do anything about him. And then we had the AA coming up. So he was in prime position here to be able to shoot both tanks coming in, plus myself, plus any reinforcements that are coming from over there. So I would say that is a high impact kill. That T-34 is not a high impact kill. There is nothing that T-34 is going to do, and this is another non-high impact kill. So this is a ZIS-43 who, I don't know, he had a death wish, to be honest. So he's dead. So we've done 5 kills here, and only 2 of them have really been impact kills. Now the debate is on whether this 88 here is an impact kill. It is quite easy to kill, but the thing is he in a position to be able to not just kill me, but to also kill the heavy tanks which are coming to support? I would say no. So even though it's a very dangerous machine with the 88, especially against the 75 jumbo, it can basically just shoot straight through you, I wouldn't class that as an impact kill just because where he was and just because of the small amount of map he could cover. So we're on 6 kills, but only really 2 have made any much difference, in my opinion. The KV and the 29k. But we keep pushing forward. Both supports from the left side has just been completely destroyed. One by a duck and the other one by a KV1. No, that's not right. Did he die before? He might have died before, but the KV1 is over here, as you can see, capping A. Somehow he slipped past. I'm guessing he just went through the city. But right now, I'm just trucking forward. The only way that I can win here is if I keep pushing forward. Right now, I make the mistake of trusting my team. So, let's look at the situation. Let's go free cam. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's go this so we can see everyone. Just to show you the position that we're in. So, we have a Sherman. We have random gunshots over there, so I'm guessing an AA truck. And then we have an M16, which is going to be useless against any tanks. We have an M4A1, 75. And we also have, I believe, an M10. Yes. Right. So, we also have somebody either capping A or around A. The M4 has taken a shot, so we know that there is something on A. Now, what is that one thing on A? Can we see it anywhere? In the meantime, I'm killing a 94, which I believe is called a 94, which isn't that useful. So that's why we're looking at the team here and what the team are doing. So it seems like this guy is shooting at that corner. Let's have a look. So he pushes out, and I'm not going after these people or anything like that. I'm just having a look at what was actually going on, because I obviously saw them on the map, but they just kept getting killed. So this guy pushes forward into A to capture it, and there is obviously some other tank here. At the same time, all I'm doing is pushing up. I get one impact kill that I would call an impact kill, which was the ZIS-30. The ZIS-30 was actually sat over here and actually doing a lot of damage to a lot of people. So the M4A1 keeps pushing. He hits a building.
The enemy has been destroyed.
And we shoot another T-34. That was actually an impact kill. We'll actually go back to that. Right, so we know where that guy is. So this was the fourth impact kill, I would say. Where am I? I'm over here. And also, look at the map state for me right now. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? So the T-34 was actually pushing through the center. Where is the jumbo? There it is. So the T-34 was actually pushing through the center here. So killing him, shooting him in the back of the turret was a very good thing to do. But all this time, while I'm sat here in the jumbo, what's happening at A is just crazy. People are pushing all Right, let's just have a look. Sorry, I'm flipping about the camera a little bit too much. We could do this. Nope. There we go. So we have this guy. Let's see what he's doing. He's getting shot in the arse. Turns his gun around, and it's the KV-1. The KV-1's been sat on this point for ages. He hasn't really done a lot. He's just been sat there. Now, let's just go back to me. There we go. And all my allied team keeps doing is pushing onto A, getting killed over and over again, and that's really about it. Because one tank snuck through the wall, and by wall I mean the wall of American tanks here, me, and then a medium tank behind me, and then there was one medium tank who went to the city. I'm pretty sure he went through the city. There was another kill on an ASU, not very high impact, but at this point, I mean, I knew I'd lost the battle. Even though I have 10 kills, even though I've been cutting off basically all the reinforcements, because one guy snuck through, and this was when I knew I'd lost, because the guy had died to somehow a PE-8. He must have got bombed without killing the KV. How did I not see that guy? Okay. What the hell? How did I miss that? But in desperation, I push on to the point because I was still hoping that these guys could get over and do something. And then there's a Panzer IV up there who decides to pop up. It takes a shot. Because I'm on the move, it's a harder shot. Shoot him in the turrets. Able to kill 3 of his crew, so he's pretty much out of action right now. And something interesting actually kind of happens here, which is something I wish other people would utilize a bit more. So that 94, which I walked past before, he actually went all the way around over here. And in a fit of panic, I turn. You know, and he's basically thinking, well, if that Panzer IV comes back up, I'm dead. And I realized halfway through this, oh shit, what am I doing? This is a really stupid thing to do. And the Panzer IV actually pushed up here. But because he still didn't have his gunner, he also took the shot a little bit haphazardly. I'm able to shoot through him. So is that an impact kill? No, not really. It doesn't really change the match. At this point, as I said, it's already pretty much lost. And I knock out the crew, which is always useful. So we're up to 12 kills, and I'm not going to capture at this point. My team's just been ransacked in the south, and it's just a sad day. Sometimes you'll have these battles where you get tons of kills, and you feel like you've locked down a whole sector of the map, and you feel like you've destroyed half the enemy team. But you'll also have games where your allies just won't do anything, or what they do is very minimalist. I think the next person along from me had maybe 2 kills at the most, and the majority of the team just didn't really do anything. So at this point, there's no high impact kills. I mean, you have a T-34, but at this point the match is lost anyway. Something that is key that I do here that should be checked is that shoot the T-34. It bounces, but instead of staying on target, 50 cal the whirlwind to try and take out his gunner, which we were able to do, pop him because we have a nice shot on him. And then as we push past the T-34, use the stabilizer, shoot him straight into the side and kill him. So that's, you know, that's a nice little thing to remember to do. Try and switch your targets, especially when you've got one which doesn't have a lot of stuff on it, doesn't have a lot of armor, and you have a 50 cal. Now this is kind of the ending kill to end them all, but as you can see, this match is over. So technically 15 kills here. But it didn't matter in the end, because sometimes you just get teams which are not able to do anything, or they're not able to even get 3 kills, or just hold down an area. And sometimes you just have that carry, where you do amazingly well, and you still lose. And it's just important to remember, sometimes it really isn't your fault. Sometimes you can lock down the whole center of the map by yourself and still lose, because one tank gets through and your team can't deal with it. So even though you have a cracking performance, a lot of people say, you know, maybe you need to work on self-improvement, maybe you need to work on what you did wrong. Well, please tell me, what did I do wrong in this match? Because I feel like this is a situation where no matter what I had done, we would have lost. If I'd gone back, I wouldn't have got there in time, and I would have got bombed as well. If I go forward, then I stop the reinforcements and also put pressure on the cap. So I suppose it's just a difference of what people want to do. But anyway, I will stick up the after-game battle stuff just to show what happened and how well each team did. And yeah, it's just one of those things that you'll never get over in War Thunder. One of those things that will always happen. And it's not just specific to War Thunder. You'll see it in World of Tanks. You'll see it in MOBAs. You'll see it in basically every team-based game. But anyway, good luck on getting all of the awards and stuff. Hopefully everybody gets their vehicles and doesn't have to buy anything, which is always nice in War Thunder. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.